robust urban garlic flavor.
Ladies and gentlefins, I have a very positive and meaningful announcement to make. The Switch 2 did not save Philip's business. He only made $50 playing Mario Kart yesterday. And here's why Mario Kart is failing for Phil.
So, up to 182 is support. I'm trying to see. We may be able to fit one more circuit into this video. So I think I will. All right? Guys, if you're enjoying this launch day coverage of Mario Kart World, please support the stream. Let's get some support from both sides right now. Let's get some subs. Let's get some super chats, some tips. Let's get 200 bucks to get me to take another shot. Let's get some goals hit so we can do DSP tries it tomorrow. Let's do it.
So the context behind this is that DSP expected thousands of dollars for his first day Switch marathon. He only made about 500. You know, a regular person would be ecstatic because it's like $50 an hour. But for Phil, he made a huge investment into the Switch, and his plan was only to play Mario Kart World, essentially. I mean, he's going to play the new Pokemon game on it. But yeah, he is not happy that he didn't make the money back on the Switch day one. And he also blew a ton of money on accessories, too. So factor that in, he's in the red. You know, for a lot of streamers, the Switch would be their main console, but Phil plays so many different console games and he's on PC now, he's just kind of spread out too much. And it turns into a huge problem for him because he plays it so infrequently that the Switch 2 is going to be a major sunk cost for him.
I'm trying to go right. It didn't work. Wow. The control, it did not jump and go right. Yeah, so number one, it didn't work when I was driving and I was doing the power slide. I got 3 shells. The moment I got 3 green shells, 2 people popped triple bananas next to me, completely cheating. Say, oh, they got shells, you're gonna take us out? No, because we have triple bananas now. The game used to do this, it still does it. It still cheats at the highest difficulty. Then it didn't actually do my power slide. I jumped and went to power slide and it just dropped it. It didn't do it. So 2 things there that I should have been able to do that I didn't get.
Sir, Mario Kart is about having fun. It's not a competitive game. It's a party game. Random stuff can happen. Like, you have to complain every time something bad happens. Like, every time you get hit, you're gonna have a rough day. And it's like, this is not fun for your audience to watch and listen to. It's just you complaining. Like, are you gonna complain every time you don't get first? Like, what is that? You're like a sore loser in a Mario Kart game. Are you kidding me? And you're playing against bots. This is just sad.
Of course you have triple bananas. Of course you do. Even though no one in first ever gets triple bananas, they get triple bananas. So I can't hit them.
Salt.
What? I hit the guy in front of me with a shell, and then another shell hit me from behind. So even though I did the right thing to avoid the obstacle in front of me, something I couldn't see hits me. Jeez. He was blatantly cheating like crazy.
Dude, what do you expect? Have you ever played a Mario Kart game? It's a party game. It's a chaotic kart chaser game. It is not like a speed racer arcade game where you're trying to get the fastest time. There's a lot going into it. There's a lot of variables that make it random in a sense. Like, skill matters, but it's also randomness and luck. That's why it's a party game. If you don't think it's a party game, you think it's like the most competitive Street Fighter tournament ever or something. That's not how you have fun in a kart racer, Phil.
Ultra power slide, holy God. What a power slide that was. Yet I'm second. I did the best power slide ever. They put me in second.
Phil, you're on a course with branching paths. So that can change things. It adds to the randomness of it. Are you just gonna complain all day? And you wonder why you don't get a lot of tips for this game. It's just you whining. Who wants to see a guy whine on stream constantly?
This is crazy, like you're on a wall.
For context, this guy never played Mario Kart 8.
I avoided the blue shell. Nice. Great. I couldn't see. I couldn't see the stage. What was I supposed to do there?
Yeah, you're right, Phil. There was nothing you could do. You did everything correct. Legally. Why not?
What? All right, guys. That's it for today. I do want to say to those who did support, thank you. It's a shame because, you know, with a new console launch, I got a ton of viewership, which I appreciate. It would have been great to have more support. I'm not going to lie. Basically, I barely even covered the cost of the console in the game with what I made today. Now, over time, obviously, the console is going to be worth it. So it's not like, oh, it's a loss thing for me. It's not. Don't think of it that way.
Yeah, you're right, Phil. But if you're going to put it where you're only going to play it once every 6 months, it's not really a huge investment for you. Like, obviously, you're only going to play first-party Nintendo games on it. Like, if you were smart, you'd be popping open those Legends of Zelda games and trying to play them again, like you did with Elden Ring. But no, you're not going to really use the Switch 2. Maybe you'll get Donkey Kong, perhaps. But this was a huge blow to you because you only got $500 across 10-11 hours of streaming, and you thought you would have gotten much more. You would have thought this unboxing would have given you a huge amount of support. All it got you was more viewership, and I think the viewership was really trolls. Because on Raw Phil went up a lot. Like, I saw it, like 1,000 people were there to see if you were gonna get money or not, essentially. And what I really think, it's either two things. Either the $1,600 tip, your fans thought you were good for now and they're not going to tip you until later. Or maybe they're spending their money on their own Switches and they can't spend money on you. That's how it is when you don't grow your audience. You have less streams of revenue. So you have less potential. Your potential is lower. That's why your streams have not been doing well recently. And $500, people would be ecstatic getting $500 from streaming. But Phil, he expects it. He thinks he's entitled to it. So he's going to complain when he worked a full day and he didn't get thousands of dollars, which is crazy. But this is Darkside Phil we're talking about. He's his own anomaly.
I'm done. 6th. It was a good one. At least that was much better than the last one. All right. Oh, I like that way better. I definitely the battle royale mode is my favorite by far, or whatever it is. The elimination mode. What's it called? Let's actually find out the real name of it. Okay. All right. Well. Oh my goodness. The crazy marathon's over. Of Mario Kart. Try to charge it again. And I will say, I like the game, but longevity-wise, I don't know. Like, for example, right now I like Knockout Tour. Regular race mode doesn't seem very good, right? I haven't tried battle mode yet. We already beat the entire campaign. It's actually not that hard, so it's really not much challenge there. Outside of that, all there really is the open world roaming, and it's just a bunch of wandering around doing random challenges, collectibles, and getting skins. I'll be honest, it's a good game. I don't think it's worth $80. I don't think it's worth $79.99.
I agree with that, but Nintendo knows the diehards will pay for it, which they did. Now, I'm a late console adopter, so I'm gonna hold out until the last minute. But yeah, I already got Mario Kart with the whole bonus packs, which I haven't gotten a chance to go through on my regular Switch. So I'm like, yeah, I can wait for Mario Kart. I can get Legends ZA on the Switch 1, even though it'll probably run terribly. But I can wait.
I don't see the whole value there. It's as valuable as any other Mario Kart game, and no other Mario Kart game has been $80 before. I think it's overpriced, quite frankly. I had a great time with it today, but to be honest, I'll probably play the battle mode, a little bit more knockout tour and race, but outside of that, I don't even know how much I'll play this. You know, it doesn't seem like a game that's going to have longevity or even has that much content to warrant such a giant price tag. It has as many circuits as every other game. The added value is that now you have the transitional stages where you drive between the races. So there definitely is more content, but it's not like, oh, it's so ridiculously over the top more than other Mario Kart. So I don't know why they actually think that they're going to be charging this much and it's acceptable. But then again, it's Nintendo and everyone will pay for Nintendo.
You just answered your question right there, Phil.
Day of Switch 2, certainly better than my first day of Switch 1. We all remember how that went. And I will see you all next time. Awesome.
Yeah, he actually bricked his console after leaving it on for like 100 hours or something, so we had to get a new one. 220.
Okay. As you can hear, guys, I pretty much have no voice. You know, doing this all day long killed my voice and my allergies too on top of that. It's like compounded, you know, my allergies on top of that. So, all right, close. It's funny. It's exactly the same as Switch 1. It literally works like the Switch 1 to a T. It's like not any different at all.
The reason for that, Phil, is that Nintendo did not want to rock the boat. They rocked the boat with the Wii U and it was a colossal failure. They realized that all the people wanted was a more powerful Switch, so they gave them a more powerful Switch. It is as simple as that.
I guess we're done with support, huh? I guess we're done with support. Now, no more coming in? Because I'm done. Like, I'm just going to do my little conclusion. I'm out of here.
Look at me, guys. I made $500 and I'm still asking for more money. I need more money, I really do. Champions is going to be light tonight. I only get 5 Hogan Bowls. I'm not going to be happy about that. $500 for 10 hours of streaming? That's not enough.
Ugh.
I can make that on a regular day. So once again, I am asking you for your support. I really need that money. I really do. Mario Kart should have given me more money.
Phew. Oh, man. What a marathon. I'm exhausted. I got through everything. I call this the Rainbow Road Rush Marathon, thinking, oh, this is going to be like a big challenge. It's going to be a really daunting task to do. No, not at all. It actually was pretty easy.
Phil, this is Mario Kart. What were you expecting? Dark Souls? I know you thought Kirby Dream World was Dark Souls, but no, Mario Kart isn't.
To get through the entirety of the game. You'd think for the increased price tag, you'd be getting a lot more, and you're not. It's pretty much the same equivalent amount of content as other Mario Kart games.
Phil, you were the only one who thought you were getting more content. Everybody knew that knows Nintendo, knows that this was just a gloss up. It just is what it is. They're charging $80 because they know people will pay for it. That's all. Now, down the road, like 6 months to a year, could we see price drops if the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't do well past those early adopters? Yeah, of course. But right now, like, the early adopters are going to buy anything at any price. If Mario Kart was $120, they would have bought it.
I think it's just more of the same, which is fine. I like Mario Kart, but then don't charge me more money for it.
Coming from the guy that keeps upcharging his audience. And no, I'm not defending Nintendo here. I'm just calling Phil a hypocrite.
Okay, but the question is, how entertaining would this even be for an audience over time once you've seen all the stages, when there's no ranking? You know, you play a fighting game, there's points, there's rankings, there's nothing like that. So what's the point of continuously playing this after a few sessions?
So the point of playing it again is if the viewers liked the streamer and liked her commentary. The thing with you, Phil, is your commentary is just whining and complaining. So that's not entertaining. So of course this game will fall off. Like the very next day you played it for 2 hours and you only got $50 in tips. That's why. You gotta be the wind that blows the windmill. You expect the game to give you money, essentially. Doesn't work that way. You gotta put in the effort, Phil. You gotta be the entertaining man. Mario is not going to shell out for you.
Now, the thing is, if I do CBS 2, no one's going to know because I didn't say we're doing it. So because of that, no one's going to show up for it. And we're going to end up probably having a very underwhelming stream. That's the problem.
Potentially, unless your fans really don't care about your schedule. But I think you've built an audience that really cares about your schedule. So they're very schedule-oriented individuals, so those 50 people may not show up because they're like, oh, it's not that particular game. But the Raw Phil audience, they will always tune in when they sense blood in the water, because they are a bunch of sharks circling, waiting for that tasty fish that is flailing around because it can't get enough tips.
But I will be honest, when you get people coming on the stream and they're saying things like, hey, I want to hijack your whole stream. Here's my friend code. Challenge me in the game, and if you beat me, I'll drop subs. It's incredibly disrespectful for 2 reasons. Number one, because I'm doing a stream to entertain a public audience. This isn't your private stream where you think you can pay to make it content specifically for you. That's literally going back to the days of Tutankhamun. Remember him? Who said, oh, I want to pay you and you play Street Fighter V. Remember that? That's incredibly disrespectful to any streamer to do that. That's number one. And number two, gee, when you drop hundreds and hundreds of subs over on Kino Casino every night, do you ask them to hijack their stream and completely change their content to give to your needs, or do you just support them?
Well, let's be real, Phil. They probably enjoy what they're doing and they don't enjoy what you're doing, so they want you to do something else. That's kind of what it is. And like, how do you know who that viewer watches, Phil? Are you watching them like a hawk? And it's like, oh, here's my friend code. It's a Nintendo game. As long as you don't have live chat on, they can't hurt you, Phil. There's no gonna be like voice chat trolling in that. So yeah, you should have like events where viewers will play Mario Kart with you. It's totally fine. I don't get what you're like complaining about. Like, just ignore them. And I'm sure it's on like the Kick chat, so it's like, really? Like, if you're so annoyed by it, just ignore it. It's not a big deal. They only derail your stream if you let them derail your stream. And you play Minecraft with Mr. Papavero, so it's like, what are you complaining about? Like, you could play Mario Kart with Jade, or Blastoise, or whoever it is. Or like any random. What, are you like afraid that their handle is gonna be like cat is fat?
So I'm done with that. And if I ever see it again, I'll tell you right now, I'm just dropping the fan hammer the moment I see it. It's incredibly disrespectful. I don't play that game. I'm not going to change my marathon around because someone's, oh, dangle the carrot. Here, dangle the carrot.
And this is why the trolls do stuff like this, because Phil has this toxic response. Which, of course, I edited out the worst parts, because we're already 17 minutes in, and he said enough. And he's staring at the chat, waiting for a response or more contributions.
All right. Tag, thanks for a $2 super chat. He says, play Soul Calibur 2. To do that, I have to get the premium subscription. I don't want to do that. And it doesn't have online play either, right?
Guys, somebody tipped me $1,600 last week, and I don't want to spend money now, because I already spent it on Champions.
Yeah, it's that simple. Either you come by, all right? Either you come by and you actually enjoy the content and you support it, or you leave. You don't come by and say, hey, I'm going to demand that you do this. I'll pay you all this money if you do this private session and match. No, I hope you understand. I hope that's very transparent and clear for you. I don't need your money for you to try to hijack my content and my streams. That sets a very dangerous precedent. You understand?
It's a dangerous precedent to play Mario Kart without the voice chat on with Phil when he's live streaming. You know why it's dangerous? Because he doesn't want to interact with his fans. But here's the thing, if you're playing Mario Kart with somebody on a Nintendo console and you're not enabling voice chat, you are fine. You are absolutely fine. I don't get what this is about. Like, if this is just a Kino troll, just ignore the Kino troll. You don't have to go on about it. This is irrelevant to your fans. This is stuff that I find entertaining. This is not stuff that your fans find entertaining. Your actual fans. All 50 of them.
I'm actually wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. Another day playing it. Are people already done with it? Like, well, I saw all the stages on your stream, so.
The next day.
Oh, that's fair. Car drives right into me. Misses all of them, but drives directly into me. I'm not, wait, I wasn't in first. How am I supposed to come back now? The game blatantly cheated. What just happened? What? I was driving straight. The game clipped me off the edge and made me fall off the track, even though I was driving straight. The game cheated a million times. I was hitting the boxes, it wasn't giving me an item, pretending like the guy in front of me got it. No, he didn't. I hit the box. I couldn't see. I couldn't see the stage. What was I supposed to do there? Come on, my first win. Can we get some support for my first win in Mario Kart World, baby, on the hardest difficulty?
DSP went viral for the 3rd time this month on Twitter. Congratulations, Phil. I'm sure this will bring a ton of viewership onto your streams. Now here's what I want to show you. This is DSP clipping up his marathon. Not a lot of views there. And look at the actual unboxing. 600 views. And Phil was talking about this getting a significant amount of views earlier. It is falling flat once again because DSP's style of making videos is to not edit whatsoever, and it doesn't work. You gotta put some effort in when you're making on-demand content, as you call it. And he doesn't do that.
There really wasn't much to it. That was one of the most underwhelming shows they've ever done. Very underwhelming. I hope you still enjoyed it and you will watch it. And that's sad. I thought that they were going to innovate and do something different. It feels just like any other Mario Kart.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's good, and don't get me wrong, Mario Kart's good, it's fun, but they really didn't try to earn your extra money for the price they're charging for it. They haven't really done anything.
I agree with that sentiment, but with the caveat that I haven't played the game because I don't have a Nintendo Switch 2.
Is it really? Zaya says the official Switch 2 case is very cheap. I don't know, I don't have the official one. I have others, and I'll probably do like testing with them after we get through this launch and we get to more stuff.
Phil, why do you feel the need to have a Nintendo Switch case when you never leave the house or travel? It doesn't make any sense. Like, do you just want to show it in the background? Because otherwise it's completely superfluous.
Someone took another bucket says that Mario Kart's not meant to be competitive. Then why do they have tournaments for it? Then why?
They have tournaments for Pokemon. It's just because it's popular. There's a competitive element, sure, but Mario Kart at its core is not meant to be competitive. It's a game, Phil. Games are supposed to be fun.
You know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And if it's treated as a party game, then it's fine. But any game today with an online competitive mode, all right, is competing with every other game that has an online competitive mode. It's trying to get your time, right? It's trying to get your time investment. They want you to keep coming back and playing more Mario Kart. Nintendo is not intending for you to buy Mario Kart World, play it for a week, and never play it again.
Like how Phil regularly plays games. But here's the thing, as far as I know, they haven't announced like skins or seasons yet. So it's like, they'll take the money, but it's like mainly a party game that you play with friends. It's not an intensive single player thing. Like, yeah, the game seems to have put that element in, but it's really a party game. That's what it is at its core.
They actually want you to like the game enough that you invest time in it, that you're playing it, you're talking about it with your friends on social media, there's a community around it. That's what any game developer wants.
And considering how the port for the Switch was the best-selling Switch game, I think they were very successful with that. Now, will that happen with the Switch 2? Who knows? But they obviously thought that since it sold so well on the Switch, that they wanted it at launch. And it probably was a good idea. But Phil, you are not the target demographic for Mario Kart.
So I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to defend Nintendo and be like, oh, it's just intended to be a party game. It's not called Mario Party.
Super Smash Bros. Isn't, but it's still a party game.
Get it? It's called Mario Kart World, and it has 3 online modes, which has a points system. You understand? Like, I guess people are they just love defending Nintendo. I don't get it.
Yeah, so does online competitive aspects. So did the Wii one. Still a party game.
And thank you for the early support. I didn't ask for any, and you guys already supported, so thank you. Let's hit a goal on this 2-part stream, because it really is. The first 2 hours are Mario Kart, then the next 2 hours are the Summer Game Fest React. Let's hit support goals on this stream. The sooner the better, because when I'm doing the live React, I'm probably not going to be taking time to do shout-outs all the time because I'm going to be watching the live React. You know, I'm going to be reacting to it. So let's hit that support goal before we even get to it, and then we don't have to worry about it, right? Okay, let's get these off. Remember, the next DSP tries it, per your request, is the T-Pain Munchies meal from Jack in the Box. Good Lord, that's disturbing. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, thanks for giving me money because I haven't begged yet. Now I'm gonna beg. We need to hit the goal before the React stream. I gotta get that money right in because I don't think I will pay attention to you during the live React. Isn't it fun when you say you're gonna do something and you're live streaming it and you're not gonna entertain your audience? You're not gonna interact with them whatsoever? That's not what they want to hear, Phil.
Of course you got the item and I didn't. Nothing I can do about that. I got pushed off the track. Now I have no momentum. Hey, they finally give me an item. Nothing I can do. That's it. That one random hit, it's over. I can't catch up now. We're about to be eliminated. Yep. Well, I did as well as I could. The items at the end completely screwed me. Nothing I could do about it. Yep. Still did good. That was a good run, but the item at the end. Can't avoid it. Don't even know what hit me. That was pretty good. I mean, top 8. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Big winner! I finally won a race. And I got a new outfit. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Come on. Knockout tour winner. Yes. Yes. But they won't clip that one. Of course they won't. Look at that juicy, delicious crown. Mmm. Victory is sweet, my friends. Victory is very sweet. Yeah, what were you saying, Buckwell, about me sucking? Here's your redemption right here. There it is. Where was Asmongold there? Why wasn't Asmongold watching me there? Where were you, Asmongold? What were you busy doing? Click that and send it to him. There you go. I thought I suck. I thought I'm horrible. How could I possibly win a knockout tour match?
Ah, this man is really salty. Yeah, I clipped this here because I actually found it pretty boring. So apparently Slopped Reactor, Asmongold, decided to sit and watch it and was not impressed with Phil's gameplay because nobody's impressed with Phil's gameplay. So yeah, Phil is upset that a man that has cockroaches all over his house is not happy with his gameplay.
Let's get some support for my first knockout tour win, folks. Come on. What are we at, like 40 bucks? Guys, let's get it a little higher because I'm going to do the react in about a half an hour to Summer Game Fest. And when I do that, you know, even if you guys support, I can't stop the react to shout out stuff. So let's get some support now. I'll shout you guys out before it starts, okay?
And that is a complete lie. He can absolutely stop his react to shout out support. He doesn't want to do that because he wants to have that live and stay live, so he doesn't want interruptions, if you can call them that, when he gets support. And that really shows you that Phil doesn't want donations at that part. So he's got to get them now, but that's not happening because people aren't entertained by his gameplay. He's not entertaining them and he doesn't realize it.
Why did I get flat? What? Did you see that nonsense? I stopped him with my boombox and he flattened me anyway. So I heard him coming. I activated. It stopped him and he just flattened me anyway. Dude, this game cannot be played with skill, man. It's just nonsense. I literally stopped the guy from driving and he still hit me and flattened me anyway.
Yeah, so the Mega Mushroom is new to this game, so I think it may actually override that. So that's probably what that is. The horn wasn't effective. I guess Phil finally figured out this game is not entirely skill-based. Like, you can be really good if you're skilled, but there's some random luck thrown in.
TTK with a £1 super chat. Thank you, TTK. Guys, we got about 20 minutes left until I got to shut down this stream and get set up for the Summer Game Fest React. Can we get some more support? Can we get to 100? Let's get to 100 before Summer Game Fest, okay?
Yeah, he's begging hard because the marathon did not get him as much as he expected, and this second stream of Mario Kart is not getting him nearly as much as he suspected. He's only about $50 at this point. Not a lot for his expectations. He wanted to be like 150 before he even got to the React stream. And you know, if he got there, he'd be trying to push people to give him 300 before the React stream or during. And he'll be like, oh, I'll just shout it out at the end.
Down the line, but I just played a heck of a lot of this game in the first day, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a rest, okay? All right, thanks for watching Mario Kart Tour, my friends.
Also known as, it didn't make me enough money, so I'm shelving it for now. Because I don't know how to make the game entertaining, it must be the game's fault.
All right, now guys, please support that stream. Let's hit the goal. Right now we're at 50 bucks. We got a ways to go to hit the goal. Please support that stream. All right. All right. I will see you over there.
He only got like $28 of support, so reacts are gonna be in the tube from now on. But it's like he thinks even Summer Game Fest, which is like nobody cares about anymore, is gonna get in huge viewership. No, not really.
The game cheated a million times. I was hitting the boxes. It wasn't giving me an item. Pretending like the guy in front of me got it. No, he didn't. I hit the box. It was blatantly abusing the system over and over. Wow.